Hey, how's it going, guys? Like me, you probably have a whole bunch of rods lying around your garage. You like to go fishing, but you got no special place to put them or hang them. So on today's little episode, I'm going to show you at home how to build your own rod holder to hold all your various rods and reels. So let's go. Okay, so here's the tools that you're going to need. You're going to need a jigsaw with a wood cutting blade on it. You're going to need an orbital sander or just sheets of sandpaper like this. Then you're going to need a cordless drill with a flathead tip and a Phillips bit. You're going to need some wood glue, screws obviously, tape measure to measure out all your pieces of wood to cut to length, or you could use a ruler. Obviously you're going to need a work pencil or just a normal pen, and last but not least, you can either use your jigsaw or you can use a hole saw kit. And the hole saw kit you can use to drill out the holes where your rods can sit in, so they can sit flush around the hole. And on the top piece of that, when I showed you that picture, it's just a half circle so they can sit leaning up against it. And I'll get into more in depth when I actually get to it, because it's just hard to explain. So let's get going. Hey, how's it going? So I went up to the hardware store today and picked up some standard pine in 1.8 meter lengths. Got them fairly cheap. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out all my pieces, get everything cut, and then I'm going to get drilling with a hole saw so I can get the holes all cut out, and I can drop the rods in just to see how the spacing looks. So I'm going to get that going now. Okay, so it's starting to look like something now. Got a couple of the pieces cut with just the wood that I had. I've still got to go up and get some more, but for the time being it's okay. And on that picture you're seeing in the video, this piece here that would be flipped up facing upwards is actually going to have a series of holes drilled in the bottom, so that the bottom of the rod can actually slide through and the reel sits on top of this piece of wood. And yeah, it's coming along nicely. It's going to be a good looking stand. Happy with how it's turning out so far. I don't know if I'm even going to use screws to hold this together. I think I'm just going to use a series of dowel joints and everything like that. But yeah, it's coming along nice. Okay, so I've got a little bit more done on the rack. Got all the pieces cut almost. Still to cut the legs out of that piece there. And with this piece here, this is the piece that would have the holes drilled in it, and this piece here would be coming up flush here just to hide everything. So it'll be like that, and then the rods would be leaning on the backboard and the reels would be sitting on top. And that bit up there will have the half holes cut out of it, and another little piece with a hinge that can actually fold over it and keep them locked in position. So I'll show you that later on when I get to it, but from now on it's just this. So I'm going to cut these side pieces and we'll go from there. So as you can see, I'm starting to get the holes drilled for the rods to sit inside. Still got to drill the top as well, but yeah, holes came out really nice just using the hole saw. So yeah. So I got all the holes drilled out. They came out really good, all nice and straight, and just like the one next to it. That's going to sit like that inside there, and then that piece there would be looking from the back, or I can bring it up and you'd be looking at from the front. Either way I flip it, it'll just be like the back or the front, but it's going to sit like that. It's going to be glued and screwed into position, all corners. Still to get the top figured out, but other than that it's all coming along really nicely. And next I've got to cut the side pieces, so I'm going to do that now. and I'm going to get it half assembled and show you guys. So yeah. So I'm gluing and screwing it all together. It's coming out really nice. It's all nice and square, which is always good. All those holes have been countersunk. You can see there that the screws are just below flush, so I can putty all those holes up with some sawdust and glue and sand it all back, make it all blend in. I've just been wiping all the excess glue off with a rag, and yeah, it's come along good. So I'm going to get the rest screwed up and glued up, and we'll go from there. Let me show you a little thing. Hey guys, we're back. Well, got half of it glued and screwed like I said before, but then I had to go back and recut some holes. Because as you can see, these here, I'm just lining that up just to show you, but this actually would sit back here, and that's where the rods would sit through those holes, and the top of the tip of the rod would come up and sit through here. And I've still got to get another little piece to run across there so I can get a little hinge bit and lock it in place. But yeah, I just want to show you that. It's coming up decent. I've still got probably a half a day of finish sanding left to go and stuff like that, but yeah. And by the way guys, I'm basing this off another prototype, the one I did like 2 years earlier, but just pretty much same kind of thing, but just better wood. Took me time, or all around better setup, you know. It's clean, it's going to look 100 times better than this. So yeah. So there it is guys, half complete. It's looking really good. As you've seen, I got this bit attached, got all those things notched out with a jig. Holes are drilled. Front plate's on, it's all glued and screwed. Still got to cut out the feet for it. Got to round them off with the jigsaw as well. Still got to do that piece there too. So that's what it looks like with a rod in it guys. I've just put some tape on there just to hold it in place. I've still got to make the little bracket fixture to go across there. But yeah, and I might add a little piece down the bottom going all the way across there just for extra support. Got another whole length of wood, I might as well use it. And yeah, it's coming along pretty decent, you know. And this so far, it's only cost me about $19 just for everything, for wood. That's what I really needed to buy, but you know, you could build one for under $25 to $30 if you're shop smart. And yeah, and you can build it to your own specifications. But yeah, well, I've been out here all day working on this. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to get some more done tomorrow, and we'll get some more footage. So thanks for watching again. Okay, so I got the feet on, just screwed them on with, and glued with some wood glue. And what I did is I rounded off the edges here on the front, just so it's no sharp points or anything like that. And yeah, didn't have enough to do that back bit there, so I'll have to get some more. But yeah, it's coming along good. You can see it there. It's a fairly big sand. It's up to my hip. It's 1,000 from the ground up, and it's I think 700 or something. I can't remember, but anyway. And I'm building this to my specifications to suit the rods I use. Or yeah, and I've spaced those holes out to fit, you know, the rods properly, and the top. You know, you could drill some more holes in there, but your rod would have to be a small little bait rod with a small reel. I've got just some big surf rods and stuff like that. But yeah. So it's all finished guys. I got that last piece in there, got the dowel there. And as you can see here, there's a little keyway that folds up and just drops down in there. And yeah, it just locks the rods in on the top. So yeah, came out really good. So that's it, guys. That's how you build your own rod rack at home. You know, comment, rate, subscribe. You know, I want to hear what other people thought of it. If you liked it, if you didn't, even though there's a whole bunch of people that are going to say, oh, you should have done this, should have done that. And I know who you are. And anyway, you know, that's it, guys. Homemade rod rack. First woodwork project for the actual year. So that's it, guys. I guess I'll catch you next time. But bye for now.